Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yesterday again we saw US market, specifically Nasdaq, falling mainly on account of one of the company, that is Snap, has reported result and the guidance which were much below expectations, and the Snap share at one time declined by almost around 40%. So that has taken the Nasdaq down yesterday in US market, and also impacting to some extent S&P. The tech stock came off, whereas Dow was more of a positive. Today morning, most of the futures of the US markets are positive, and even Asian markets are also indicating some positive sign. Though some markets are more of a flattish, like Hong Kong and Japan are flattish, but other markets are indicating positive signs of plus of around 0.5%. Whereas if we see the commodity market are more of a flattish, except oil, which has moved up again, and now oil is near to around 115. Oil is at around 115, and if we talk about other commodities, aluminum is down by around 0.5%, but copper, iron ore, and steel are more of a flattish. So indicating some sort of more of a consolidation in today's trade. I'll request the technical team to take up first.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. See, yesterday we see the volatility in market and Nifty slightly trade below the important support level and close important support level, that is 16,170. Next immediate support place around 16,000. Below 16,000, then we'll see the selling pressure towards 15,800, 15,700 at downside. If Nifty managed to sustain 16,270, 288 and about that strength, then we expect further momentum towards next immediate resistance around 16,400. If Nifty breaks 16,400, then we expect further rally towards 17,000 and 16,800. So we see the Nifty trading within the range. Upside range is 16,270, 16,400. Downside is 16,000 and say 15,800 at downside range. Bank Nifty also trading near the support zone, that is 34,100. Yesterday we saw that Bank Nifty trading near this range and then again bounce back and trading between this upper range, that is 34,300. Next immediate resistance place around 34,700 for Bank Nifty, and support intraday important support place around 34,100. Below 34,100, next immediate support around 33,780 at downside. Nifty Finance also trading near the support zone, that is comes around 15,000. 380, 400 at downside. Below that level, next immediate support place around 15,300 and resistance place around 15,580. All three index today expect flattish to positive open, but remain a sideways and maybe see some second half in volatility. If Nifty managed to close above 16,200 to 70 level, then we expect further rally. Otherwise, upside Nifty face the immediate resistance. Stock specific, Dr. Reddy looks positive at current level, trading about the 4340 level. Next immediate target around 4470, 4500 in upside. Support place around 4260. Second one is Kotak Mahindra Banks looks positive at current level. Next immediate resistance place around 1920. Above 1920, 1917, 2000 next level for Kotak. Support around place around 1860 at downside. That's it for technical derivative.
Yes, thank you, Vikas. A very good morning, all of you. This is Ayush Mehta. I'll be covering the derivatives part of for today. So as for the yesterday's derivative data and open interest, in the yesterday's trading session, we have seen not much of a change. Overall, markets are range bound. And looking at the data points on the option chain, we have seen addition in call writers position and 16,200 to 16,500 strikes. Till the time shifting is not happening towards the higher strikes, selling will be seen at the higher levels. Starting at the call option position and the call option data, as per the option chain, highest open interest of around 88 lakh contracts are at 17,000 strike, which will act as a crucial resistance in the May series. Whereas moving on to the put option data, it indicates highest open interest of around 80 lakh contracts at 16,000 strike, which will be a strongest support level for the Nifty in the coming May series. And put writers are adding position in the range of 15,800 to 15,700 strikes. Till the time open interest is not changing, markets are likely to remain range bound. Fresh buying will emerge once Nifty closes above 16,200. And as per the data, stocks in tech sectors, positive stocks are Cipla, Siemens, and Hero MotoCorp, whereas negative stocks are IGL, JNFC, and Delta Corp. That's all from my side. I request fundamental guys to take the call forward.
Thank you, Ayush. Good morning, everyone. Strides Pharma announced their results, and this time the company has posted above expectations. Though the sales was muted and they actually declined by 5%, where the margins came higher than the expectation at 5% versus expectation of 3%. So we can see some positive movement in today's trade, and also today the con call is scheduled, so we'll get to know more details, especially about how the future looks for the company. Manali Petrochemicals announced declining set of results. Even the Metropolis healthcare results were also below expectations. The sales grew by 5%. However, margins were lower at 24.5%, and we have seen the sharp decline in diagnostic companies including Metropolises. With this kind of a result, we can see some further decline in this. However, the valuations have now quite corrected, and now the stock is trading at 35 times FY23, but we still believe that there's some little more downside which can be happening in Metropolises. Esther DM Healthcare announced their results. This is a hospital company, and the results were above expectations. Sales grew by 14%, and EBITDA margins have improved both YOY and Q&Q. We are positive on this name, and we expect that it can give a good returns in medium to long term point of view. Bayer Crop Science announced above expectation results. Margins have improved both Q&Q and YOY. Which is positive for Bayer. National Fertilizers announced the results, and results have improved for the quarter. Oriental Carbon and Chemicals announced declining set of results, and so were for the Dalmia Bharat Sugar. The results were declining. Even Balrampur Chini's results were declining because of the margins came lower YOY. Global Spirits results were also declining, and even for the Jyoti Labs results were declining. We have seen that in Jyoti Labs, the company is not able to perform for quite some time, and in fact they're losing market share in the main products. The sales though grew by 10%, the margins were below expectation for the quarter. EBITDA Laboratories announced the results, and results were below expectations. That's all from me. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. Music Broadcast has announced the result, and the company has posted below expectation numbers for the quarter. Both on the Eclipse has announced the result, and the company has posted above expectation numbers for the quarter. Dollar revenue came in at 77 million versus last quarter of 73 million. Higher growth in revenue led to higher profitability to the company. Stock is trading at 16 times FY23 EPS. Latent View has posted improved set of numbers for the quarter, with revenue growth coming in at 9% QOQ. Higher growth in revenue led to higher profitability to the company. Stock is trading at 76.2 times TTM EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Grasim Industries result was below expectation. Revenue came at 6,376 versus expectation of 6,400. EBITDA came at 753 crores versus expectation of 904 crores. Margins came at 12% versus expectation of 14%. Share is trading at EV by EBITDA of 30 times on trailing basis. Sanghi Industry result was okay. Revenue came at 352 crores versus 281 crores quarter on quarter. EBITDA came at 44 crores versus 42 crores sequentially. Indian metal ferroalloy result was okay. Revenue came at 757 crores versus 655 crores. EBITDA came at 191 crores versus 206 crores sequentially. Apart from this, SAIL, that is Steel Authority, had its con call yesterday, wherein the management has guided sales volume of 20 million ton for FY23. The management is confident of achieving this target, as long product sales are expected to pick up on back of infrastructure and real estate spending. On coking coal cost front, the overall coking coal price for Q4 were higher by 12,000 per ton on a sequential basis. Going forward, the cost is expected to increase by 15% quarter on quarter in Q1. On coking coal inventory front, the company has an inventory of 35 days. An update from export duty imposition by government. The management has said that the company will not be affected to a great extent, as its export share is quite low, and the company exports more of semi-finished steel, which has been kept out of the export duty imposition. Further, the company does not plan to alter its capex plans based on this move. The management has guided for a capex of 8,000 crores for FY23. We are neutral on this company. Thank you.
Good morning. So Gabriel India announced its results. The results have declined. Revenue came in at 684 crore, which grew by 13% on a sequential basis and 18% on a YOY basis. However, margins were affected mainly due to higher input costs. EBITDA margin came in at 5.5% versus 6.9% on a sequential basis and 8.5% on a YOY basis. The stock is trading at a PE of 13.5 times FY23 EPS. Minda Industries announced its results. The revenue was above expectation. Results was above expectation. Revenue came in at 2,415 crore versus an expectation of 2,345 crore, which grew by 11% on a sequential basis and 8% on a YOY basis. EBITDA margin came in at 11.4% versus an expectation of 10.5%. The management believes that the auto industry is at the stage of revival with favorable government policies. More and more new product launches planned by OEMs for the coming year. Thinks that the demand scenario looks optimistic and sentiments improving going forward. The board has recommended a 50% final dividend at the rate of 1 rupee per equity share of face value rupees 2 each, along with an issue of bonus shares in the ratio of 1:1. The board has also approved raising of up to rupees 1,000 crore through issue of debt securities in one or more tranches to augment the long-term resources of the company for meeting funding requirements of its business activities and general corporate and other purposes. The stock is trading at a PE of 39 times FY23 EPS. Thank you.
MTAR Technology announced the result yesterday, and result was below expectations. Revenue came though increased by 42%, but were lower than expectation of 106 crores, and also margin also came bit lower at around 28% versus expectation of 31%. We are neutral on this stock, though it's a technology stock, but trading at a very high multiple. Bank of India announced the result, and results were okay. Slippage remained more of a flattish quarter on quarter, and not seen any great decline, which were generally the case with other private banks. Apart from that, credit cost increased in this quarter sharply. Maybe they might have accounting for reduce the asset to improve the asset coverage. Overall, the outlook we have is to avoid the stock. Then JM Finance has also announced the result, and most of the business has seen revenue decline quarter on quarter, though it is a fourth quarter. Investment banking, AMC, wealth management, and broking, all division had shown declining revenue quarter on quarter. So we recommend to avoid this stock. Apart from this result for 27th of this month, Power industry is likely to announce results, and results are expected to show declining trend, and we'll see margin further coming down to around 4.2% in this quarter versus last quarter 5.2, mainly on account of increasing cost which are impacting them. Then Astral Limited is likely to announce results. We had seen already results of various pipe manufacturing company like Prince Pipe, Supreme, and all results were more of okay. And here also the results are expected to be more of a okay set of numbers. Quarter on quarter margins are likely to remain flattish. Though year on year revenue is likely to see 18% year on year growth in revenue. Then JSW Steel is likely to announce results. Here, EBITDA margins or EBITDA per ton are expected to come off quarter on quarter, but the volume will increase to compensate the whatever the decline in the EBITDA per ton. So, as such, EBITDA quarter on quarter are likely to remain flattish in this quarter, and results are expected to be okay set of number. Then Lemon Tree is likely to announce results, and we had seen most of the hotel industries had shown improved set of number. Here again, expectation of improvement both quarter on quarter and year on year is in this quarter. Then Info Edge is likely to announce result. The results are expected to show improvement, wherein revenue is likely to grow by around 50% year on year and 8% quarter on quarter. And EBITDA margin is also likely to show substantial improvement year on year, and quarter on quarter it is likely to improve from 28% to 32%. So more of a improved set of number expected from Info Edge India Limited. And Oil India is also likely to show improved set of number with increasing oil prices and now also gas prices. Revenues are likely to increase by around 24% quarter on quarter, and EBITDA is likely to increase by 56% quarter on quarter. Then Sumitomo Chemical is also likely to announce improved set of number, wherein revenue is expected to increase by around 23%, and EBITDA is expected to increase by around 51%. Margin is expected to increase by around 300 basis points. TCI Express is also expected to announce number, and the numbers are expected to be more of a okay set of number for TCI. United Spirit is expected to announce result, and here the numbers are expected to show a bit declining trend with increase in cost. EBITDA margins are expected to come off to 16.4% from last year 17.8 and last quarter 17.6%. Whereas revenues are expected to increase by around 10%. So more of a declining set of number from United Spirit. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.